There you go. Oh, you was on here before.
Alice,
I know. I recognize you now. What's up?
I'm alright. So
Oh
let's see.
man. So your comment. Tell
Yeah.
me the first comment about wifey duties, right? You don't
Okay.
wanna you don't wanna do too much of the wifey duties, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
And those wifey duties, what you mentioned was cooking too much,
Cleaning,
right? Right,
laundry.
right. So let
Yeah.
me ask you this. Let me ask you this because you said that. So this you're gonna be your man, right? We're talking
Hmm.
about your man. So would you not? You gonna be having sex with him, right? Your man. That's your man. You assume, right?
I guess.
Right. You're gonna be having sex with him. Like, let's just say, how often? Like, this your man. Y'all together. Y'all doing it. How long you gonna be having sex with your man? I mean, how often do you think is a good time for you? We just talking about you. What's a good time? Every day, every other day,
I mean, it depends how, like, the location, especially when you're still dating. But I mean,
what's
I would like to say maybe weekly.
weekly?
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, if we do live in the same area.
I'm saying y'all live
Yeah.
together. Y'all close in the same area.
Yeah. Yeah. See, close same area. Probably like minimum maybe like 3 times. I don't know. Two.
Three minimum 3 times, maybe more. All of these here different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny to me that when women talk about wifey duties, they talk about things like cooking and cleaning, and when you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
your wifey duties is having sex with your husband. Women will
Yeah. I mean,
completely
at
hold
the
on. Let me
same
finish.
time.
Let me finish. Let
Okay.
me finish. So women will completely disregard having sex and doing all these nasty things with a man that's not their husband as wifey duties. They won't consider that.
It
But
is
she
wifey
won't.
duty.
Oh, let me finish. Let me finish. But you won't. But you have a problem putting him some broccoli in a pot, but not busting it open for him 3 or 4 times a week. You see the comparison where you saying, I just got a problem with doing these wifey duties for a boyfriend. Like, I really gotta slow up with cooking him food. But when it comes to swallowing baby batter, that's okay. That's all right 4 or 5 times a week. But I can't put him no frozen pizza in the oven 3, 4 times a week because then that would be too much for me as a girlfriend.
Can I speak now? I see.
Sure, go ahead.
I see. At the same time, with the sex as well, I do not feel like it's also mandatory. Like if I do have a week where I don't feel like I want to have sex, as a girlfriend, I'm not going to lie. I do not feel like it's a thing where definitely 3 times a week I have to sleep with you type of thing at the same time. So same goes, but I do feel like women we are a bit more lenient, obviously on the sex part. We are definitely a bit more lenient. But if a guy was to come across to me and he felt like sex was mandatory, then there will be a problem. And when it comes to cooking and the cleaning, SE, I don't have a problem with it. I don't
You
have a
said
problem
it.
with
You
no,
said it.
no. But I said it's the moderation that's the problem. Moderation.
Yeah, but listen, but this is
Yeah,
what I'm
and
saying.
how do you get the
But
scale for the moderation? As a woman, I won't lie, I do struggle. Like, when do I know I'm not doing too much or I'm just doing enough?
right, but listen to what I'm saying. You want to moderate the cooking, but not moderate the sex because you're worried about giving him too much food, but not worried about giving him your womb. They don't make sense. And that's what a lot of women don't understand. It makes no sense to try to deprive a man or try to hold back on the wifey duty of cooking or maybe washing his dishes if you're at his house if you're gonna swallow his kids 4 or 5 times
But
a
I
week.
don't always. But when I'm at his place, I don't always swallow his babies. Though I mean, SB, it just comes. It just comes to just saying when you say no. It's not every time you do have sex. At the end of the day,
I
you know
get it,
what I
but
mean?
there,
And,
but my point is, you have no bound. There are no boundaries
okay,
there. You only
SB,
got boundaries on cooking food.
okay, but SB, the question is, okay, you know what? Maybe that's a different conversation for another day. I want to
Why?
talk about now. I want to talk about this part for
You
women.
said it.
What,
Go ahead.
how do you get the moderation? How do you know as a woman? Okay, you know what?
Okay.
I do cook for him, and it's all right. I'm not doing too much. You're not gonna feel like you're overusing yourself,
Let me
or you're trying
ask
to
you this.
Because you know the other thing is when you do these wifey duties, sometimes they'll be like, you're doing too much. She really trying to be wifey and all of those things. So like,
Let
where
me
do
ask
I
you this.
find the moderation?
Let me ask you this. When you go out with a man, do you expect the man to pay?
If you ask me out, yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're going out with your man, you expect that man to pay and provide, right? Do his thing for his woman, right? When you go out with him, do you expect that man to protect you as his woman?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you expect him to protect you in moderation? Or do you expect him to protect you all the time as a man?
Okay, if you ask me where you're going with this, but
You understand what I'm saying? So this is the thing. It's not that, and I'm not saying by any means go over and cook this
no, but
man
at the
meal.
same time,
Let me
at the same
finish.
time,
Let me finish.
okay.
Hold on. I'm not saying by any means go over and cook this man a meal every day as his girlfriend if y'all not living in the same spot. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to get you to understand is that your attitude and the mindset is off because you expect this man as the man to provide when y'all go out on dates and to protect you when y'all go out on dates with no moderation at all, with none. But when it comes to you, and those are husbandly things, to provide for a woman and to protect your woman. Those are husbandly things. But when it comes to your part for your man, now you want to moderate. Oh, what is too much? I cooked him one meal this week, so I better chill. That's the type of stuff that gets women cut off by an actual quality husband material man. I would cut you off for that. I would cut you off
But I'm
and
not
not
saying
even
I
think
don't want
twice
to
about
cook.
it.
But I'm not
No,
saying I
no,
don't
I
want
heard
to
what
do
you
it.
said.
But so with FD, do you not find where we need to find a common ground where how do you know you're not overdoing it? Because my question is how it's just like men. Sometimes they do feel like I'm overdoing it. Am I not overdoing it for this lady or am I not overdoing it? Same way, I'm just asking how do I avoid having to feel like I'm overdoing it? Where do we draw the line that girl, you're doing too much now?
You have to understand yourself and understand what you're into and the type of man that you're into it with. I mean, you just do things to do it. When I'm dating a woman, I'm not thinking about, am I spending too much money on this woman? If that's my woman, if I'm dating her, if I want to go out with her, I'm not thinking about spending date money. I don't care about date money. I'm going out to spend that time with her to enjoy ourselves and do things that we both enjoy and have a good time. I'm not thinking about getting used for date money because I done vetted her through the process. She became my woman, and now I'm just focused on the experiences that I have with that woman. So if you done vetted this man, he done became your man, y'all done got into a relationship, what in the world are you trying to hold back for? Do you want to get married? Yes or no?
You already know this. I want to get married.
You want to get married, right? But you want that man to show you that he is husband material, right?
Yes, but as you can also say,
Go ahead.
in the midst of it, like in the midst before I do get married, I mean I know you counted me on this last time, but I do feel before I do get married, some for the responsibility of a man will most, let's say I don't have money for rent. The first man I feel like who is obliged to helping me probably is my father. So therefore I feel like also in dating there's certain things, even as a man, I'm gonna expect of him once we get married, but there's a certain level of things. I'm not gonna expect him to jump certain mountains for me or make certain yeah. So that's the same way I feel with me. Like there's certain things certain things I'm gonna do them, but to a certain level. And I want to feel comfortable with the level. I'm not gonna expect him to like pay my 6 months rent because I've lost my job. Like No, like
I
you're
understand,
not breaking it.
but what I'm saying is, excuse me, what you should do should just be what you do.
Yeah,
It
but
shouldn't
my
be
question is, what I do here? How do I know what I'm doing is just
you're a
enough?
grown woman. You're a grown woman. You're a grown woman. Like it's just what you do. It's just how you are. You be how you are. You know what I'm saying? You be how you are. If you operate how you are, there is no loss. It's only lessons. If it don't work out, it's a lesson that you learn.
Because
It's a
it's that
lesson
risk.
that okay,
I
this type
mean,
of man is. You shouldn't be thinking about I cook. You know what? I cooked this man 10 meals, man. I knew I shouldn't have cooked him 10 meals. No, you should be thinking like, okay, where did I go wrong with this here, and not take that out on the next relationship and be thinking about that because that next man might be the guy for you that wants that type of thing from you. You know what I'm saying? You have to be how you are. I don't allow women to change me, how I am as a man. I just be how I am as a man when I date a woman. I'm gonna make sure you good. I'm gonna make sure you get home safe. I'm gonna make sure you ain't got to worry about bringing no money with me because I'm taking a woman out. That's just how I am. Everybody do their own thing. I'm taking a woman out, so she's gonna be good with me. I'm not thinking like, oh man, maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm spending too much. I don't want to take her here. I'm spending too much with that. I don't get into that. I just be how I am. I don't allow different things that happened before or what's going on Instagram or how people relationships are to shape how I date or treat a woman, especially if she's going to be my woman. I don't
okay,
change anything. So either it's in you to cook for your man and do things for your man and do it in moderation or whatever, do it however you do it,
okay.
or it's not. But you
Um,
shouldn't play games with it, is what I'm saying.
nah, I
You
wouldn't play
shouldn't
games.
play games with it. Oh, I
But
cooked
see, I got,
yesterday, so I'm not
I
gonna
got,
do nothing today. Go
see,
ahead.
I got a quick question. I know it's
Hmm.
off topic, but I've been meaning to ask you this question, and I need an honest opinion.
Okay.
Okay, so my question is, um, so I was having a conversation with my father and my sister, and they were saying, because obviously I'm at a point where I'm looking for a partner. So they were saying it's better off to start with someone, then the man will value you if you start with him from scratch and let's say you see all his struggles. But then at this moment, I feel
How old are
because
you?
I'm 22.
And they
So
said start with a man that's from scratch or something like that. That's what you said.
yeah, so my
Okay.
thing here, my thing here was I have finished college. I'm living on my own, and I have a job. And if I'm asking the same thing of a guy to have his job and have his house, not necessarily like a mortgage, but just renting out a place on his own. And my
Hmm.
family was saying my expectations are a bit too high.
It
They say
depends.
I'm looking for a guy that's well made up already, and I'm like, well, if I am at this point and that's what I'm just asking to reciprocate. Like I'm asking for the same thing. Am I? They saying if I find a guy with a house and another girl would have done that hard work already, so it ain't gonna be like I'm gonna be his rider. So I'm like,
Uh, it all depends on the age a lot of times of the man that you want to date. So if you looking for men that's in your age range,
no,
then you're gonna have to struggle with them probably
no,
nine
I
times out
want
of
to date
10.
older,
Like older, like what?
30,
30?
30.
He should be, you know, have his own things at 30.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
at least a career like 30. Like I don't think
Absolutely.
I'm not
Absolutely. But you're
asking.
just gonna have to worry about the other stuff with him being 30 because that's his what?
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
his what? Come on, say it with me. What is it? What is
I
he
can't.
in? Come on.
Whole face.
There you go.
No, but
There you
SD,
go.
I'm really not gonna lie, but I mean 35 is a stretch. Okay,
I
no, I
understand.
can't
Being 22, I understand. I
like.
understand it.
I mean, I think I'm not gonna lie, SD. I think you're gonna have to revise that. I think it has to be 30 because 35. No, 35 is it's still goddamn old. Like, so you're telling me like if I meet a guy at 30 right now, he's 30 and I'm 22, I'm gonna have to wait for 5 years until he gets his shit together.
I don't know what to tell you, sweetheart. That's
No,
when
but
the, that's when men are the most immature, the most selfish, the most hormonal, and the most uncontrolled sexually. It is what it is.
no, but
Most men,
most,
that's how it's
do you
gonna
not
be.
believe there's some men that don't necessarily have
Yeah.
to? Okay, some does everybody really have to go to 35 or you know?
No, it's some men that aren't that you know what I'm saying aren't hoes. I got four types of men. You need to wait. When I get my book, I want you gonna be the first one. I want you to be the first one to get it. You get my
I
book.
will.
It's four types of men out here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You got your current hoes, them the men that's currently doing what they do out here. You got your retired hoes. You got your can't be hoes, and you got your gonna be hoes. All right?
What's a can't be heard?
They can't be a hoe. They are very unattractive,
Oh,
lame, nerds, sketchers, chess club. Them your guys right there. Those are your men. That's that group of men that won't, you know what I'm saying, be like that. They won't do the whole phase thing. That's the
okay.
group. They can't do it. But when a man recognizes that he can do it,
So what's the
that's
advice for
most
me then
men.
at 22? So what am I meant to do then? I so you're saying I have to go for people that are like 40? So
You gotta
see,
date. You're gonna have to
I
date
mean, be
older because
realistic with me. I'm not
I'm
dating
being
a 40-year
realistic.
old really and truly. Like my mom is 45. Like, come on.
I understand. I understand that it's tough. But how many relationships you been in?
3.
Three, and they were like childhood relationships
I
mainly, maybe.
mean, one of them was for like 2 years. One of them was for like a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've had one proper serious relationship, but I mean, I'm still 22. I
Yeah,
mean,
man. I mean,
I
but
mean,
you're 22. You're
no, but actually,
22.
I do
It's
want to
certain.
settle down at like 25. Like
You
for
want
me, it's
kids.
cultural as well, culturally.
You want kids and all that. So
Yeah.
I think a woman. See, I think you should. I think at 22, you should just be chilling at 22 because I'm like just date and just date guys and see who you like and what you like in men. Get to understand men and study men. When you hit 25, 26, something like that, then you should start seriously looking for a man for a husband right after 25 because you want kids, you want to get married and all that, and you do not want to wait till you over 30 to start doing this here. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You don't want to wait that long.
No, but
So
actually, for me, like I know everyone will say I'm 22 and I'm still young. Yes, I am still young,
you're
but I
still
mean, us
young.
women. I mean, I want to get the other thing. My father always tells me is that I want to get the best I can. I want to get someone whilst I'm in my prime, at my
Yeah,
best. I don't want to
yeah,
get someone and I'm not 27 and I'm not the hottest and I'm not the. I would still want to get someone where I'm at my best. So that means I have the chances of getting the best I can get
yeah,
at that moment in time. And
yeah.
for me, I mean, it's a cultural thing as well. I'm African, I'm Zimbabwean, so we don't necessarily wait until like 28. By 28, you're already getting asked that, girl, where's your husband? You know what I mean? So it's a bit different. And the way we're built
Understand?
towards whole marriage is a bit
Yeah, yeah.
different. Like, I
Hmm.
wouldn't react. So,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Well,
22, I am trying to have fun, but I'm not trying to have too much fun that by the time I'm ready for
you,
my husband, you go be
yeah,
like, well, you've
you,
been around the block
you,
too much.
you don't want to wait too long. Have your fun. I
Yeah.
say about 25. Once you hit 25, have your fun for the next 3 years and dating like all that. But once you hit 25, focus. That's you should be. You should be on it like a lion on a deer. Like, man, I'm looking for a husband. I'm vetting these
Release the
dudes
book,
to get
SD,
married.
so that by 25. But 25 is
25,
even release the book. So that by 25, I know all the type of men. Like, I know you,
25,
you either lame as this, you either this, get the book.
25,
But
and date older. And date older
I've
men.
always dated older. I mean, not
I'm just
always,
saying.
but it's always better. Just not
I'm
40, but
just saying.
just not
All
40.
right. Let
But
me get
thank you,
somebody
SD.
else in. All right.
All
Thank
right,
you.
bye.
Bye.